Welcome to AzureTeach.net. In this video, let us see different access tiers of Azure Blob Storage and also how we can save costs using Blob Life Cycle Management. As you might aware, one of the key benefits of the cloud is to optimize the costs. If you don't manage your resources well, you may end up paying more costs and you can't gain the advantage of the cloud. Let me tell you a scenario. Recently, a new developer joined in our project and we have asked him to create an app service for the dev environment. There are various access tiers available for app service plan 2 and we were expecting him to create the app service plan under dev test. But he created the app service under premium, which we generally use for the production. And the premium access tier costs more compared to the dev or the shared access tier. We have noticed it after 5 days and we have deleted the app service and later we have created a new one using the dev test plan. Otherwise, it would have led to a big escalation from the management because of the higher costs. Please subscribe to AzureTeach.net for more tutorials on .NET and Azure based on real-time scenarios. As you have seen in the previous slide, there are 3 access tiers for Azure Blob Storage. They are hot, cool and archive access tiers. We can set the access tiers while creating the storage account or after creating the storage account as well. Here I am creating a resource and choosing storage account. And clicking on create. So if you go to advanced section, here you can see we have the access tier where we can choose hot and cool access tiers. Archive access tier can be selected on the blob only, not at the container or the storage account level. If you have an existing storage account, like I have an existing storage account which is there on the screen. So if you go here, you can change the tiers from this configuration section and here you can change the tier for the storage account. Now let us discuss some theory. Hot access tier is an online optimized storage for frequently read and write files. And it has highest storage cost and lowest access costs. Whereas cool tier is also online optimized storage for read and write, but it is better for storing infrequently accessed files. It has lowest storage cost and highest access cost compared to the hot tier. And it is recommended to store the blobs for a minimum of 30 days. Archive access tier is an offline optimized storage. It is better for storing rarely accessed files. And it is recommended to store the blobs for a minimum of 180 days. If you delete the files from archive tier or if you move the files back to hot or cool tier, there is a chance of early deletion fee. Assume you have deleted the file at 90th day and the minimum recommended days is 180 days. So you have to bear 180 minus 90 days, which is equal to 90 days early deletion fee. We have seen changing the tier of the blob at the storage account level. Now let us see changing the tier of the blob at the blob level. Here if you see I am inside a container and after selecting this, change tier button is enabled. So if you click on this, it opens this pop-up and here you can choose the tier whatever you want. At present it is in hot info. So here I am choosing cool. Click on save. So now here it is in the cool tier. Now I am selecting it again and clicking on change tier. And archive tier is a kind of trickiest tier that we have to discuss now. I am selecting archive and clicking on save. Now if you want to move this blob which is under archive tier back to hot or cool, it will take around 1 hour to 15 hours. So here I am changing the tier, choosing hot. If you see here, rehydrating a blob from archive to hot or cool may take several hours to complete. Moving the blob from archive tires to hot or cool tires is called as rehydrating. And also, as this is in archive tire, if you click on here it shows this blob is currently archived and cannot be downloaded. Rehydrate blob by changing the access tire to hot or cool in order to download. Even you can't view the content also. See, I'm clicking on the edit button. It is showing this request is not authorized to perform this operation using this permission, and I'm in my admin account. So this blob must have to be moved to hot tire or cool tire. Now let us see changing the tires of the blob programmatically. Here I'm uploading a new file, clicking on upload button. And here I'm choosing readblobdemo.txt. Upload. Here I have created a console application and also added the required NuGet package, which is azure.storage.blobs. I'm declaring few variables over here. Static string connection string is equal to static string container name is equal to, and static string blob name. So we have to get these details from the storage account. So here I'm going into the storage account, and here we have access keys, show keys, and copy the connection string and paste it over here. And our container name is sample container. And the blob name is readblobdemo.txt. Go here and paste it over here. Here I'm creating blob container client control dot using azure.storage.blobs. Container client is equal to new blob container client. I'm passing connection string and also the container name. And after that, here I'm declaring blob client is equal to container client dot get blob client, and we have to pass the blob name. So it will give us the blob client, and we can use blob client dot set access tire, and here we can choose the access tire. Press control dot, we have to use azure.storage.blobs.models, and here choose cool, as at present it is there on hot tire. It is in hot tire. Now write blob client dot set access tire, choose access tire dot archive. I'll keep the breakpoints and we'll see how this will work. Now I'm running this program. Now I'm pressing F10 over here. And let us go and verify if the blob is moved from hot to cool. So here the blob is moved to cool. Now let us execute this. I'm pressing F10. Go here and refresh. Now the blob is moved to archive. Now let us discuss about Blob Life Cycle Management. Till now we have seen managing the tires of the blobs manually, and we can do that automatically by using the Blob Life Cycle Management. It is under the storage account and under Lifecycle Management. Here you can create the rules. You can click on add a rule and you can give a name, sample rule 1, and here you can choose the blob types, and if you want this rule to be applied to snapshots and versions, you can select that as well. Click on next, and here you can choose different values, and if you want to add more conditions you can do that too. So here I am writing last modified is more than 1 day ago, then move the blob to cool tire. And if you want to add more conditions, you can choose this. If the last modified is greater than 2 days, then I want to move it to archive tier. It is automatically selected because here we have selected it to the cool, and after that archive tier. After that, if you want to add more conditions, you can do that, and here I am choosing 3, and here we have the delete blob. And if you see here, the add condition button is disabled because after deleting the blob we can't do anything. So clicking on add button over here, it has added a rule here, and please note that it won't take immediate effect. It will take at least 48 hours for your rule to run. We have one more flexibility over here. You can go into this code view and you can edit your rules in form of JSON. Here it is having 2 rules over here because in our storage account we have 2 rules. So both rules are similar, but the only change here is I have added one more action for deleting the versions if it is older than 1 day, and remaining things are same. And I have created this rule using this code view and the other rule that we have created in the demo. If you want to add a filter to your rule, you can do that too. At present, these 2 rules are working at the storage account level, but if you want to add a rule for a specific container, you can do that too. Here I am clicking on add a rule, and here I am giving the name as rule A, and here I am choosing limit blobs with filters. After selecting this, you can see here one more tab is added. I'm clicking on next, and I'm giving the value as 1 more here, and I'm keeping delete the blob as is and clicking on next. And here you can choose the container or blob prefix on which you want these rules to work. One more thing is you can choose blob index match also. Like if you add any indexes to your blobs, you can choose. We can add indexes to our blobs. Here I am in sample container and I have uploaded this file, and I am clicking on this, and here if you see we have blob index tags. You can give the key and value over here to add the indexes to your blobs. I'm closing this view. Now let me show you a container where the first rule ran automatically. I have created this rule few days ago for the sake of this demo. Here I am inside my storage container, that is demo container, and here if you see there are 3 blobs, and the first file was uploaded around few hours ago, so that's the reason it is under hard tier, and the second file was uploaded around 1 day ago, so that's the reason it is under cool tier, and the third file was uploaded around 2 days ago, that's the reason it is under archive tier. If you like my explanation, please give a like to this video and also subscribe to my channel for more videos on Azure and .NET. Thank you.